What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Yes, I've been a paint contractor for about, since 2006. I actually enjoy painting. I've learned how to do it really easy. I've got certain tricks that I use to make it go faster and easier, and less effort is like the ticket. I know you guys didn't come here to check out painting, but I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys today. I don't know how much longer I'm doing this YouTube stuff, dude. Number one, I'm sick and tired of paying YouTube to promote my stuff so it reaches more people. And honestly, they shut me down every time. I'm getting boogers out of the paint. That's what I'm doing. You guys are wondering what I'm doing. That's why I'm kind of picking at stuff. You know, I'm really getting sick and tired of it. You know, I'm getting sick and tired of the government censorship. I've just about had it. You know, it's like if you don't fall in line with the current trends, like the Epstein bullcrap, and you know, if you're not making videos about certain things to keep everybody distracted, they just shut you down, dude. You know, and it's getting really annoying. It's like toe the line and, you know, say what we want you to say, or we're just gonna not really promote anything you do on your channel. And honestly, that's why I'm getting really sick and tired of my country too. I don't really like this place anymore. I'm just getting fed up with it, dude. I'm freaking over it, bro. You know, let me give you a little bit better light. It's not good for me, but it's good for you guys. You know, I'm not one to sit there and, you know, care about myself so much. I have a big heart for people. I want to help people, and I want to do the right thing for people, what's best for them. I've always thought like that. And when it comes to this YouTube thing, you guys, I'm not sure how long I even want to do that. I'm not even sure how long I even want to live in this country, dude. You know, when you look at everything, you know, Donald Trump, you know, Donald Schmump, whatever, dude, that guy's a kook, bro. That guy's a total Barney, dude. I'm over the guy, man. They just, you know what they do, bro, is all they do is manipulate the market. They won't let you get a leg up. Once your assets start going up, they crash everything. You know, and they want to spend more money that they don't have and put us even more into debt. Use your credit cards, do this, do that. Oh, you're not surviving? Oh, that's not our fault. Even when JP Morgan manipulates the silver market, and then the White House goes along with it because they're scared of inflation. You know why they're freaking scared, dude? It's because gold and silver tell you something that nothing else will, is that inflation is gonna get way out of control. What do? They manipulate the market to their advantage so they can print more money, get in a Fed chair who will lower interest rates and print more money, so they're inflating the bubble. That's what I don't like about this country, dude. No matter what you say, I don't want to hear about the stupid Second Amendment supporters. Oh, dude, well, you can't have good. You know, dude, does it even matter? You don't even use them, you pussy. You know, you're all a bunch of pussies, dude. And I'm sick and tired of everyone. Well, this is the greatest country in the world. Bro, no, it's not. Where do you live? This isn't the greatest country in the world. This is the most manipulated country in the world. The highest propaganda levels in the world are in the United States. Who's been arrested? One person arrested for Epstein. One person. Give me one name. One name. So it's okay to go rape children. It's okay to do this stuff. It's okay to manipulate the market. You see the fraud and the abuse of minors has taken over. Like Bill Gates, that guy will never see a prison cell, dude. Ever. You know? And Elon Musk, dude, that guy's a kook, bro. He let his freaking son become a chick. That guy's a moron, dude. And what, are you going to take his brain chip? All the people out there, oh yeah, man, let's take the brain chip. Dude, you're a bunch of kooks, dude. Don't even follow me on my channel. I don't even want you around, bro. You're a freaking kook. Yeah, dude. You know, I don't toe the line here, man. You know, I'm not like all these other morons on YouTube. You know, they do what's expedient. You know, like Black Scout Survival, dude. I mean, I like the guy as a person. He's cool. But dude, he's on the Epstein bullshit kick. You know, they all are. 2C TV, I like his stuff. But dude, he's on the Epstein stuff. You know why? Because it distracts you from whatever else is going on, man. It distracts you. And that's what the algorithm likes, is the distractions for the human mind, and that's what they push. I don't do that on here, dude. I don't do it on here. And you know, so I'm getting sick and tired of doing this YouTube thing. I'm just getting over it, man. I don't even want to do it anymore. It's just becoming way too much work for me. And it's just too much. You know, I can sit here and promote all my stuff and pay YouTube to do it. They don't really do that good of a job, man. They don't send my stuff out there, ever. Ever. And I'm 450 plus videos in over a year doing this? Just done, dude. I just don't even want to do it anymore. You know, I'm just going to have to find out a different way to try and reach people. You know, I'm worried about the men in this country. I really am, dude. You know, it weighs on my heart that these guys can't freaking make anything out of themselves. And here's another big headache that they're going to have to think about, dude. Trump, guy's a freaking kook, dude. Bro, you're a moron, man. Old ass man, full of crap. Jamie Dimon, old ass dude, full of crap. These old white fossil men. Nothing against white people, they're just white. And they're stupid. They're stupid people. You might think Jamie Dimon's smart. The guy's old, crusted, dirty, rugged, old, bro. The guy doesn't know the true meaning of life. If he did, he'd grab a surfboard, smoke a joint, and head to the beach and go surf. But those kooks don't do that type of stuff, dude. Donald Trump, draft dodger. You think he ever did anything like go surf and hang out? No, homeboy would play a dumbass. They call it a sport, but golf is not a sport, dude. It's a leisure waste of freaking time while you're drinking alcohol. What? It is. It's a loser thing to do, dude. Golf? You can say what you want about golf, dude. It sucks. That's what those people do, dude. They laugh at us playing golf, manipulating the market. They do whatever they want. That's why this country sucks now, dude. Your taxes are way too high. You don't get to do shit. I can't even go on vacation. I can't even go anywhere. I'm starting a new business and it's taken forever. And you have all these like loopholes and all these things to stop you from in your tracks from doing something you want to do. Bro, if I told you local government stuff, you'd shit your pants. It's just stupid, dude. It's all lame, dude. It's all rigged against you. Don't even pay attention to the Epstein stuff, dude. Those criminals will get dealt with, probably going to hell. And that's what they deserve, dude. I'm sorry. But if you sow hell, you're going to get hell. Trump, all those clowns, they think they're doing the right thing. I don't even think they know what the right thing is. Inflating a bubble and not having a depression is going to make everything worse later. And you think crypto's going to save you, Donald Trump? You're a kook, dude. You're a major kook, bro. No one likes you. No one likes you, dude. They just hang out with you because they're a part of your cabinet. And you think they like you, dude? They don't like you. They're talking smack behind your back, dude. No one likes you. Abby, stop. Abby, please. They don't like you, dude. They don't like you. No one likes you. No one. You know, so that's kind of how I'm feeling, you know. I pay all this money to YouTube. Yeah, you think I like make money on this channel? I don't, bro. I don't. I don't make any money on this channel, dude. So, you know, I pay to try and promote my channel, to reach these poor young men who have lost a lot. Dude, they're gonna lower rates. And Donald Trump just said, dude, the guy's such a kook. Listen to this one, bro. Dude, you're gonna shit yourself. Excuse my language. It's a Christian channel. I'm sorry, guys. Listen to this one. So, Donald Trump, in his genius, he thinks he's a genius, right? You notice how he like almost demands everybody compliment him and, you know, oh, Trump did it. Oh, because they love Trump. It's because they love Trump. Bro, you're a kook, dude. You're a total Barney, bro. Dude, I would never even sit down and have a beer with you, bro. That's how big of a kook you are, man. Kook status 100%, dude. So anyways, the guy says about home ownership in the United States, he doesn't want, like his goal is to do this. His goal is to keep home prices high so that the people who own their homes, well, they say they think they own their homes, and the only wealth that they really have is the value of their home. That's pathetic, dude. In America, that's the only value that you have is your dumb home. That's it. Oh, you don't have it in anything else? Yeah, because we manipulate the market, but hey, that's okay. It's okay. Just behave, be quiet, and do your thing. So he wants to keep home prices high to keep those people happy, and he doesn't want to hear them complain. That's what they're saying, dude. The slave master knows how to keep the slave happy. Right? So what do? They're going to keep the housing market the way that it is. Home prices aren't going to go down. So that means the young guys that want to start a family and want to do the right thing in life, that's going to be 100 million times harder for them. I hope you guys are listening, because you young cats probably don't understand this stuff. You want to have a family, right? Too bad, buddy. You're not going to be able to afford a house. So your wife is not going to have a place to nest her offspring. That's the way that it is, dude. You're going to want, your wife is going to want a home, and it's just going to be out of reach for you, bro. It's just the way that it is. So, how do you feel about your president now, dude? That's a president? That's not a president, dude. That's a slave driver. And they spend your money from the future. How's that going to help you, man? How's that going to help you? It doesn't help you. It's never going to help you. It's not designed to. And you know, once you young guys understand that, the better. I'm just telling you this because I love you guys. Your country has betrayed you. Your president betrays you every day. He's a pervert. The perverts won. You lose. Perverts gone wild. Pedophiles gone wild. The pedophiles manipulate the market. The perverts manipulate the market. What are you going to do? They're going to destroy your 401k. Your retirement's going to get smoked into depression, bro. Gold and silver are telling you something. They're even crashing it today because they understand the ramifications of silver and gold, what they say to the market. It doesn't, look, demand is still at an all-time high. JP Morgan, one of the most crooked banks in the world, one of the, if not the most crooked criminal bank in the world, they crash the silver market on purpose and gold. They're manipulating is what they're doing, and it's criminal. Will they ever see a jail cell? No. Jamie Dimon, he'll be in prison hell, you know, and when that guy goes, nobody's going to miss him. Nobody's going to miss Donald Trump, you know. No, and hopefully these guys repent of their sin and let price discovery become a real thing in America again. Everything's way overvalued. You just can't even afford to buy stocks because they're way too expensive. If you're Elon Musk, sure, dude. Gotta touch this up. If you're Elon Musk, yeah, bro. Of course you can. You've got hundreds of billions of dollars. You can do whatever you want. But when it comes to average Joe, you know, they're supposed to have low inflation. They're supposed to have things that cost way less. They're supposed to be able to put money into savings, into stocks, and actually make an honest living and have some type of savings for their kids. What do they get now? They get an overpriced home, property tax that you don't own your home. Once you have it paid off, you think you own it? Yeah, right. Talk to the school district, dude. They're the ones who set the price for your house, and they're the ones who make the rules on your property taxes. So the more expensive your house is, the more tax you pay. That's called fraud by the school districts. They set the price. Homes around here, dude, in Carson City, they're a joke. You're looking at a $700,000 freaking house. You know, you got these fools buying them. And what? When you have your house and you own it, you're dead? You're dead. And what? So then what? If your kids can't afford to pay the property tax, the house gets smoked. And now there's all these taxes selling your home. The government just smokes more of your cash. It's like Bob Marley smoking a joint, dude. It's just puff. It's gone. The smoke, it's just gone, dude. So, what's the purpose? I don't know, dude. And I'm getting sick and tired of posting stuff on this channel, dude. I don't know. I'm probably just going to disappear one day. You'll probably never see me again. You'll be like, man, where's Knights of Christ training? I don't know, dude. He stopped. He just quit, dude. He's just done with it. You know, the odds are so stacked against all of us. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? It's an honest question. Like I'm asking you guys. What do you do? What do you do? The pedophiles, the perverts, the liars, the manipulators. I cannot stand anyone who hurts anyone else. I can't stand it. I don't care if it's a conservative doing it to a liberal or a liberal doing it to a conservative. I can't stand it because it's usually the predators who prey on the weak. That's what makes me mad. And if you're a man, that should piss you off too. Just makes me mad, dude. So what am I going to do with this channel, bro? I don't know, man. I haven't made a decision. I haven't. I'm getting really sick and tired of it, though. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of all this manipulation. I'm getting tired of all the housework, the paying bills, the nonstop grind. It's just like, you know, when do we get a break? You don't get a break. The government is making sure you don't get a break. Just shut up, pay your taxes. Here's some more interest on the principal. You can't afford to pay your taxes. Here's more interest. Kiss my ass. That's what the government says to you, and they don't care. They can rape children. They can run the Epstein thing. They can do all this other stuff. And so when they commit crime, they get away with it. Fauci, all these losers, they can get away with it, but you can't afford gas to go surf, bro. You can't. So what do? You bow down and kiss her feet like a slave. That's what they want you to do. So what are you going to do? It's a question, and it's a legit question. What are you going to do? I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't have an answer, man. You know, I love the people who say this is the greatest country in the world. They're so full of crap, dude. This is not. This is a country where if you want to be a slave, you'll come here. And I like all the guys who have already made their millions be like, the American dream's still real. Like Sean Ryan. That guy's a kook, bro. I don't care if you were a Navy freaking stupid SEAL. So what? You know, these military guys, oh, well, I served in the military. Kiss my ass, dude. I don't really care anymore, dude. I don't care, man. You're letting your country go to shit too. I don't care, dude. Sure, I respect what you did, and thank you for what you did. But so what? Why are we supposed to go out of our way for someone else we don't even know? Oh, thank you for your service, bro. Bro, you had a job. You signed up for it. I didn't. I respect it. I think it's a really hard job. I think it's extremely difficult. You're away from family, you know, and there's certain things that you have to have serving in the military. I get it, dude, and I highly respect it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But even them, they've let everything go to hell in a handbasket, dude. What have we done? Where are all the military leaders out there trying to help the citizens become individual leaders to help us get out of this mess? I posted a video yesterday about what we can do to stop all this. But you know what? We won't. You know, and some people were leaving in the comments, yeah, dude, I've been doing that since 2020. You know, stocking up, getting ready. If every family in this country, not even every family, dude, if 3/4 of the people in this country decided, you know what, dude, this guy's got a point. Maybe we should do that. Let's stock up. Let's do this. Let's start things on X. Let's start things on whatever platform, social media, and get hundreds of millions of people involved. You could have change in this country overnight. The government would be begging you to go back to work. And you say, nope, not going. Until you do this. We want the repercussions for these people. We want to see people go to jail. We want to see the fraud that's been exposed. We want to see these people go to prison. Because you do the same thing they do, you go to jail. You've got power. We're the military men trying to lead us. Donald Trump is killing everybody, dude. You think this is pissed off? Dude, this isn't even angry, dude. I'm just telling you the real facts, guy. The guy doesn't like you, dude. He doesn't care whether you live or die. You think his life's going to matter? It's going to matter one bit if you die? No. Homeboy don't care about nothing, dude. And his wife's new movie, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. Yeah, sure, dude. I'm going to go watch some propaganda, bro. I'm going to feel real American after that movie. Like, what is it going to benefit you watching a sociopath talk about whatever? I don't care what's in the movie. It's all just a bunch of propaganda. And if you notice something, the dresses that those clown chicks wore to Melania's little thing, you know, the movie debut, bro, it looks like the Epstein files redacted on their dress, bro. If that is not a mind screw, I don't know what is. They're laughing at you in your face. Go look at it, dude. I'm not making it up. It's propaganda. Laughing in your face, dude. Yeah, we did it. So what? Here's the redacted dresses. Dude, they're black and white lines on the dress. That's the redacted Epstein files, and they're laughing at you. And they're laughing at you paying the money to go see some dumb chick on a freaking movie screen. Give me a break. Give me a break. These people don't know what life really is. They don't. They might seem like they do, but they don't. What is life all about? I'll tell you. It's about loving your neighbor, helping your friends, doing what Jesus would want you to do. The Beatitudes, Matthew 5-7, chapter 5-7. That is your compass. That's your guide. Do these people do that? No. They rob and steal from you and lie to you while they're doing it. Prove me wrong. Somebody prove me wrong. Do it. Oh, you think YouTube's going to promote this video? Sure, man. Yeah. Right on, dude. The store's done. I got to move on to something else. That's just the way that it is, guys. I mean, I hate to break the news to you, but nothing's ever going to happen to these people. They're going to continue to get away with high inflation. You're going to vote for them next time because it's the lesser of two evils, right? Right, the lesser of two evils. But if they're both evil and go in the same direction, he's just going to do it slower. What? Have you lost your mind? That's insanity. I say don't vote for any of them. I say don't vote at all. And there's people on this channel who are going to think that I'm crazy. Of course there are. That's life, dude. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to agree with you. And that's fine. It doesn't bother me. We've got a big problem in the United States, ladies and gentlemen. Hurry, move, please. Move. Thank you. We got a big problem here, man. What are you going to do? What are we going to do, man? You know, I remember back in the day when painting, you know, you could make really good money painting. Life was easy, you know, back in like 2016, 2017, things were kind of cool. I really enjoyed those days. That was actually some decent America. And you know what? There was another time in America where it was a good time. You know, it was probably in the 80s and the 90s where we really had some American values. Once 2000 hit, it all started to sink. It all went away. And it's just progressively gotten worse. We're almost $40 trillion in debt. You're never going to be able to afford to buy a home. Even the people that can afford to buy a home, and I'm talking about, I'm looking out for the young kids here, like the young guys at my church, dude, they're living with their parents. They're in their 20s, dude, living with their parents because they can't afford to buy a house. Even if they have a good job, they can't afford to buy a house. They can't. So this whole freedom thing, it's a lie. It's a smokescreen, dude. Where do they talk about you being more free? Why isn't there some kind of government accountability office or firm that ensures that the Second Amendment isn't trampled on, that your First Amendment isn't trampled on, and that whatever comes down the pike, that these rights are not negotiable? There's not. Instead, social media, they take them from you, they censor you. And that's part of the reason I'm thinking about just ditching this. I don't even want to do this anymore, dude. I don't. I'm just done with it. You know, all the people that I've met on here have been super cool. All the people that Waylon, Dano, Max, dude, super cool guys, down to earth, all you guys who I've talked to, you've emailed me and, said some super nice things like, bro, I don't know if I could have made it without you, dude. Thank you so much for your support and your help. You've really made a difference. That helps me a lot. And if there's anything that'll keep me here, it'll be that stuff. It's not talking smack on the government that I like doing. I don't like doing any of this. I don't like talking about these losers. Trump is a kook, bro. Pete Hegseth, the kook. Whenever you want this position of power, you're looking to have it influence people that are under you. That's the problem with government, dude. And that's it. What else do you want me to say? If I'm wrong, you think I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever, dude. It doesn't hurt me, dude. We're all getting hurt here. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. That's the thing, man. They want you bickering at each other, thinking that left, right, this, that, blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of crap, dude. The question is, what are we going to do about it? And you know what? In typical American fashion, we're not going to do jack crap because we're the freest nation in the world, right? Right. Gotcha. Freest nation in the world. That's not right. That's not true. That's not true, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring it down to my level. That's not true. So, whatever. What are you going to do about it? Are we cowards? Are we really going to be do we want to be remembered in history as the ones who just let the pedophiles run everything and let the criminals run everything? The warmongers run everything? Painting, you know what it is? As easy as it might seem, it's very relaxing. It's very meditative. If you don't make it hard, it won't be hard. Painting is actually very simple. And it's honestly relaxing. I'm painting my bathroom and I'm painting my laundry room. And honestly, I could do this the rest of my life. I could. It's very soothing and relaxing. I like it. And you're cosmetically changing something and making it look better. And in your little world, it could be looked at as a big improvement for you. You're changing something for the better. If we all did that, we were all setting an example of doing that, maybe we wouldn't be in the position that we're in. But you know what? We're in it, and it really sucks. I don't like this, you guys. I really don't. So I'll make a decision here in the next week whether I'm going to continue on with this channel or not. I know some people would like to see me go, and that's fine. I don't really think about them. Those people can believe what they want and say what they want and do what they want. I don't really care. What I care about, like I said earlier, is the young guys. It's the young guys that matter, because they're going to be the ones raising kids. They're going to be the ones hopefully leaving things for their family when they go. And what are we helping them with? Oh, what, you think Sean Ryan helps young men? Bro, he has stupid people on a stupid show. He makes a lot of money doing it. What difference has any of his guests made? Ask yourself this question. I don't follow him anymore, so I don't really know what he's doing. I used to like his stuff. I was kind of taken back a little bit, wow, this guy's trying to make a difference, and I respected that. I was like, wow, look, okay. Now maybe we finally have someone who can help us make a difference in our country to make it better. But they've just made it worse. They haven't made it better. Point me out one thing that they've done to bring attention to the struggle that young men are having. Breaks my heart, dude. The young guys. The young guys. I started this whole thing to help young guys, the young men. And when I think about them not being able to do things that they want to do because of constraints and debt and all this other stuff, it makes me lose hope too. And I can't imagine how they feel. They're like, dude, no wonder why white people aren't having kids. You know, we've all been brainwashed into this, you know, fake believe bullcrap about this country. And you know what? You could say the American dream is alive and well. That's not true, dude. It's a dream. A dream. It used to be you could go out there and make something out of yourself. And you know, you would always have to work hard. Don't get me wrong. You'd always have to work hard. Like I worked hard for Lakeshore Ammunition. It wasn't until 7 years that I actually started making a good profit and the business was booming. And it was a lot of hard work. And I get it. I've been there, done it. Painting, clientele. Dude, I've done it. But now the workload has to be so severe that it's just not worth doing. Trust me, I know. I'm living it. And I know how to do this type of stuff. So, you know, you can think what you want and say what you want. And I know this video is a little long, and thanks for sticking it out with me, you guys. If you guys are still here, put amen in the comments. You know, I could say a lot more right now, but I really don't. I kind of just don't want to. I'll keep you posted as to what I'm going to do. I know some of you guys don't want me to go anywhere, and that's fine. And I respect you guys for that. I love you guys for that. But the fact of the matter is, I got to do what's best for me. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. So, that being said, look, I care about you young guys. I really do. You guys are on my heart. Love you guys. I'm out of here. If you got something out of this video, fine. If you didn't, then, you know, I don't really care, man. Whatever. I'm a lunatic to some people. You know, some people look at me as, you know, maybe this guy's right. Maybe he's got a point. I don't know. YouTube's never going to push this type of stuff. They're never going to they're never going to enable us to help enable the young men to do something good with their life and to really tell the system, you're full of shit and you've been burning us all these years. That's what really they've been doing. And YouTube's not going to help us with that, dude. They're not going to help. They haven't been a help. They've been a pain. So I think this is a long enough video. You guys take care of yourselves. I love every single one of you guys. Even if you hate me, I don't hate you, dude. I love you. And I don't know. I'll make a post or something about, you know, what I'm going to do. But you're probably not going to see me for a little bit. I got to think about what I'm doing. So I love you guys. If you guys support what I'm doing, leave it in the comments. If you don't say nothing. And then, you know, I'll probably take a poll on it. I'll tally it up and we'll see what happens from there. But anyways, love you guys. I'm out of here. I got to finish painting. I got to go run. I hope you guys are getting after it today at some point. I know this is a super long video. Most people probably aren't going to watch it. They're over it. So may the Lord be with all you guys. I care about every one of you. I don't care if you hate me or not. Like I said, you're not my enemy. It's the people working against us who are our enemy, dude. Straight up. So I love you guys. Try to go surf. Try to go hike. Try to do something fun. Love you guys. I'm out of here.